So I wanted to bring to you a watercolor project. So hopefully it helps to lighten your mood. You can see there that I wet the watercolor pan. I'm just using a Crayola paint pan and then a regular round brush. I have a napkin with me as well, and I hope to bring you something that you can do at home. For now, if you're on your lunch break, you can just kind of watch at home as you see, or watch at your lunch break as you see fit. So I have a lot of water, and of course it is watercolor, so I am going to be spreading the paint. Keep on going with that. See how the more pigment I put, the darker it gets. The more water I put, the lighter it gets. More blue to create that sort of watercolor spreading effect. And that's really what I'm going to be doing for most of this project. I'm going to be tapping a lot of that watercolor onto a lot of the water that I place onto the paper. And just watching it spread. Watch it spread, watch it move, see how it mixes and mingles with anything that's there. I will be using 3 colors for this project. Now notice how in the middle I'm not putting anything there, no color, just that light wash that you saw in the beginning. We're going to keep that area mostly clear for the most part. Now here's some purple. Go ahead and add that. Same technique, tap it on, and if you see fit, if you have a lot of it actually, you can go ahead and spread it. Make sure that your paper is very wet this whole time. If you ever need to add more water, do so at any time. Just watch the colors mingle, spread them. See how I'm tapping. Now this green, I'm just going to add small bits at a time. I mostly want to add it to the blue, but can't really help it that it's going to mix with the purple. See how it's creating that much darker color? Really what we've been doing is going from very, very light color to dark color. See how it mixes and mingles with the blue mostly? Feel free to add more water as you see fit. Now I'm just bringing a little bit of that greenish blue closer to the middle there before I add that black. Now that black, that's really going to be the last thing that you add. Small amounts at a time, of course. Spreading those darker areas, especially on the outer portions of your picture. I'm really watching and paying attention to how much black I add, especially when you're really close to the middle portion there. Remember, lots of water is key to this painting. Keep on spreading it. Add a little bit of more black at a time. Now at this point, I just wanted to really deepen those areas. You can see a lot of that brighter purple is now gone. And that's okay because we're looking at a galaxy, of course. This is outer space. I did want to bring that deeper color into the middle there. And if you happen to add a little bit too much of that color, it's okay. I'm going to show you guys later on in this video how to add some white paint to lighten up the middle. We're also going to add some stars too. And you see that and taking that napkin and just kind of wiping around the inside there, taking away some of that black. There we go, replacing it with some blue, with those deeper colors. As long as it's wet, you can always tap that color away. See that? Not too bad. Now this is the part where I add white paint. I'm going to be adding some stars. Now, I did wait a little bit. I didn't want it to completely dry, but I did want it to be dry enough, but still a little bit wet. Not very wet though. It's a little bit hard to tell, but you'll see when I start tapping the paint there, the acrylic paint is going to spread. You're more than welcome to practice this technique. And in fact, I do recommend doing that. Tap as many of those stars as you want. It's really fun. It's a lot of fun doing this technique. But you see how the color of the stars spread a little bit there? And now we get to add some white paint to the middle of our Milky Way. That's going to be our galaxy. Now it is very, very watered down. That is acrylic paint. And I'm just tapping it on. I did pre-mix a little bit of water with that paint. And I used a very, very small amount of that paint. See that tapping motion I'm making? Just keep tapping little bits at a time. Start from the center and then work your way out. See that? See where it's hardly blended? I added more water and more watery paint. Then it gets to blend. And now I'm done. Add your signature to the bottom. Congratulate yourself. You did a wonderful job. Kudos to you. Have a great week.